Hi everyone, this is Juliana Michaels, and today I'm sharing with you a tutorial using thermal webs, iCraft DecoFoil transfer sheets, liquid adhesive, and stencils. Here are the supplies that I used for this layout that I'm going to share with you today. I used the new fall collection from Photoplay along with the iCraft DecoFoil and Stencil. Now this is the photo that I'm going to be using, and I decided to use this script paper for my background, and then these other ones will be used to accent it. In this video I'm going to be showing you how I put this layout together. And with these other papers I decided to cut some leaf shapes using my Silhouette Cameo and create kind of a border along that right hand side. Kind of give you an idea of where I'm thinking I'm going to go with the embellishments. Now before I create the background, I'm going to use a pencil to make some marks and help me determine where to put all the elements that are going to be on my page so that I can pick them up and put them right back where I want them to be. This allows me to determine exactly where I want to put the stencil design as well, because I know where the other elements are on the page and it won't cover up all of the stencil work. So I just kind of use the pencil to kind of mark where those are. Now here I'm going to place the stencil on the page, and I'm using the iCraft liquid adhesive and a makeup sponge, and I'm just applying the liquid to the stencil. I would apply it pretty liberally. Don't put so much on there that it's totally squeezing through underneath the stencil. Make sure you hold the stencil down in place as you're working, and then just move it around and apply the liquid adhesive where you want the design on your background paper. I just moved it around and moved the paper around till I liked where the images were, and I used different sizes of those circles all over on the page and just kept going till I was happy with the design. After you're done working with the liquid adhesive and your stencil, I highly recommend cleaning it right away. I found Undo to work really well for removing the adhesive from my stencil. Once your liquid adhesive is dried, now it's time to pull out the gold foil, and you can either use full sheets of it. However, I've found scraps work really well as the full sheets, so I had a bunch of scraps in my stash and I just pulled those out and started rubbing away. You can use your fingernail to rub the foil onto the adhesive. Another option is to use a bone folder, which later on I went back and used the bone folder to get in to some of the more detailed areas that didn't quite get with my fingernail. I continued the process of applying the foil until I had all of the adhesive areas covered. You can kind of see the nice shimmer it adds to the background. The next part I did with the leaves is I took the leaves and I added some stitching down the center with some gold thread and used my sewing machine. Here I'm using the Easy Tear tape to help hold the stitching in place. So I just kind of put a strip on the back of the leaf and then just folded the stitches up onto it. And I'll also end up using this adhesive to help adhere the leaves to the layout as well. Earlier I'd mentioned the bone folder. Here I went back and just did in some of the center parts of the design with the stencil that didn't quite show up from just my finger. Now I'm going to put the layout together. I'm going to erase my little pencil marks and start adhering my photo and the other pieces to the design. A little bit of a stickler for things lining up in being straight. I have some friends that laugh at me, but that's just the way my brain works. Yeah. I had also taken a picture of this layout with my phone, and here you can kind of see I used it to help me remember where the leaves were positioned, because I really liked how I had kind of figured out where I wanted everything, and this way I was able to kind of more easily replicate that layout. Something I do all the time. A little cheating technique maybe, but makes it easy. Now it's time to start adding some stickers and other embellishments. Some of these I'd already pre-picked out, and one of my favorite things to add a little dimension to simple cardstock stickers is to back them with some scrap cardboard or chipboard. Cereal boxes work really well for this, and I just trim it to fit the piece, and then I use my tape runner to apply them on the design. Now, as I continue the process of adding embellishments to the layout, one of the things I'm going to use are some little wood veneers. You can see them kind of laying over to the side there. And one of my favorite ways to adhere those is using the Thermal Web sticky dot sheets. They make it really quick and easy to adhere these little pieces to a design. And there you have it. Here's my finished layout. I hope you enjoyed learning more about using Therm Web's DecoFoil, liquid transfer adhesive, and stencils.